Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Games Workshop. I want to say a warm welcome to all of you new subscribers, a massive thank you to all of you members and everybody else that uses the Element Games affiliate link found in the description of this video, along with the crystal code which will net you 20% off of your Warhammer. Let's get straight onto the Warhammer Community. I haven't done one of these videos for a good 2 or 3 weeks, so I won't go all the way back, sort of like the middle of July. Pretty much while I've been away, I'll touch on some highlights. Warhammer Scaventide was released. I didn't get into that. I didn't pick up the box set. I hear it's pretty good though. You get a lot of miniatures. Also, there were some new models for Necromunda. And there were some Warhammer sort of Scaventide starter sets. Imperial Agents were kind of announced with a new model for Lord Torquemada Kotias. I just don't really like the model. I think it just looks silly with these big pants that he's wearing. I'd much prefer the older model, but that's just my take on it. I really did enjoy sort of Imperial Agents back in the day. You know, Demon Hunters, they were called. But now it looks like sort of Death Watch are being, included in sort of Ordo Xenos right here. They're releasing what looks to be 3 battle forces that are kind of combining, smorgasbord of different Imperial Agents and Space Marines and things. So Ordo Malleus has your Grey Knights in there and some agents. And then Ordo Hereticus has some agents and some Carskin, I think they are, as well as some Sisters of Battle. There have been multitude of Space Marine 2 videos. Really looking forward to that one. I will be playing it early on the channel, so subscribe to the channel and you'll see me play that. I'll be playing it with a couple of other legends as well. There was a look at the Tithes, which is the next animation on Warhammer Plus. Upcoming novels for Black Library. You've got Above and Beyond by Denny Flowers, Dominion Genesis by Jonathan Beer, and Oath of Damnation by Robbie McNiven. You got this new awesome book. It's a 40k Ultimate Guide by Guy Haley and Gav Thorpe. Very, very cool. I like this. You've even got some sort of older pictures of Forge World models, like the Baneblades and things. This is going to be a very, very cool, awesome book. This is going to be a must for Warhammer 40k fans. It's due for a release in October. You got some tournaments. And then last weekend on Sunday, finally, after many weeks, many months of waiting, we've got the Horus Heresy Mechanicum battle group. So it's a return of the Horus Heresy releases and things. Yeah, I think this is going to be very popular today. I think it'll sell out. You're getting a load of miniatures there that we've never had in plastic. They're all brand new in plastic. I'm not sure how long it's going to be until the other releases, like the Thanatar, will be released. Yeah, very excited for this. I can't wait to show you it on the channel. We've also got a Knight battle group, the Castigator and Acheron. Interesting. That they've decided to bundle both of these in one box. The box contains 2 different transfer sheets as well. So yeah, they've kind of amalgamated them. Should they have done this at the start? I'm not sure. Will they do it with the Lancer? Again, I don't know, because the box is going to be pretty big if it's going to, double the amount of sprues in it, let alone triple it. But yeah, some new pre-orders for Legions Imperialis. With some cards, Shadow Swords, Stormblades and Storm Swords, along with some Leman Russ Executioner and Demolisher squadrons, as well as some Sikaran Arcus and Punisher squadrons. Warhammer the Old World, we've got Prince Ulthur's Dragon Company, and then White Dwarf. And Warhammer Plus, we've got Battle Report and some Lore Masters. Blood Angels was another big set of news. They've got this box set coming out. I'm not sure I'll go for it. I can't really stand another sort of 10 jump pack sort of Primaris. Astaroth and Lamates look good, and the Codex art looks pretty nice. Yeah, so he looks like he's been Primericified, and Astareth as well. Odd with Astareth because it looks like he's in exactly the same pose as he was before. But there we go. And then you've just got like an upgrade sprue for Blood Angels, like we normally would have. You know, and they put some upgrades on the Dreadnought too. And then that will be the Codex as well. They haven't said when it's going to come out, but I'm probably going to guess next month. I'll probably say September. I don't think they'll wait too long to release that. You've got Speed Freaks as well. Enters an early access. You can read about Inquisitor Kotias. Ravener returns for an anniversary edition. You've got Demon Hammer, Darius Hinks. I'm not sure about that artwork. It's very sort of colourful, isn't it? Then you've got Ravener as well. There are a multitude of Mechanicum articles as well. Tactical tips from a developer. I'm not quite sure about the Tech Priest in this one. He looks 240k for me compared to what's been before. And then you've got some Imperial Agents Crusade rules, and then a couple of articles showcasing how you hobbyists have been able to paint those Mechanicum in different colours. Right, let's go over to Games Workshop web store and have a look at all of the pre-orders for today. Okay, so here we are on Games Workshop's web store, and there's a big banner here for new army release for Warhammer the Horus Heresy. It is a new army, well, in plastic that is. We've had the rules for Mechanicum in the Omnissiah army book for, yeah, a good couple of years now, since 2022. But they're finally been released in plastic, which means that they are going to be cheaper, usually, have slightly less detail, and will take you much longer to build than their resin counterparts. However, one thing I will say is, you know, comparing these to the resin minis, they are very faithful, and I think it's definitely going to be worth it if you had any kind of inkling at all for Mechanicum. I know a few of you have waited and not picked up any Solar Auxilia and you know, sort of saved your money ready for this release. So let's have a look at what's new. So when we click new, you've got this banner for them there. If we scroll down, we sort by price descending. That should give us this right here. So we've got the Knights Battle Group, Castigator and Acheron. This is actually a fantastic deal, considering that both of these knights separately are about £125. So that's, you know, obviously 250. You're saving £60 by picking up this bundle. And if you can get them from a third-party seller with a discount, with a 20% discount, they're only going to cost you about £150 for 2 Cerastus Knights that will take you a long time to build, as long as you like to paint them, I guess. But very impressive kits. I love them. Great that they're, you know, bundled into a pair now, because again, if you've held off for a while, you know, or you just want another 2 of them, then this is a good thing to. Then this is a very good deal. Anyway, then you've got the Mechanicum Battle Group, which is the main pre-order for this weekend. It's available while stocks last. I think it will sell out, but obviously it depends on how many that they've made. It's available while stocks last, so they have made a certain number of them, and they're not going to make any more. Of course, they've got the machines and they've got the sprues and things ready to release them separately, but for a limited time only, we've got the opportunity to save a good chunk of money by picking these up in an actual box. Now, the Mechanicum Karaknos is pretty much the same size tank as this Triaros conveyor, and that tank in resin sets you back about £160. So yeah, you know, to have this in plastic, I mean, even if it used to cost £100 in resin, you're already you know, saving a huge amount with this plastic box set. So you're getting the Triaros conveyor, which is the tank, the transport for the tech thralls. Speaking of which, you're getting 20 tech thralls. They're all armed with laslocks. Okay, then you're getting 6, yeah, not 5, but 6 Thalax which are these ones. You're getting a number of weapon options here. They look like they've got lightning locks. I think that's a plasma fusil, and then a multi-melter, and then another different weapon there. So that's at least 4 different, variants of weapons with those 6, and they're almost like the Terminators, really, for the Mechanicum. And then finally, last but not least, of course, the 2 Castellax. Now, I remember not that long ago, they were £40 or £45 each. Very nice resin kits, don't get me wrong, but to have 2 of them in this set as well, yeah, fantastic. And of course, at some point, we're going to get the Thanatar, which is the big siege robot thing, and we're going to get the Tech Priest. It's a shame that the Tech Priest didn't come with this, but I think it's actually a good decision, because I think having this set available will sort of push people to buy multiples of this set without having to have that HQ choice, which isn't really needed to have multiples of. And that's about it. The whole set itself consists of 826 plastic components. You're getting your 2 80mm round bases, 6 40mm round bases, and 20 25mm bases. It's strictly limited quantity. Once it's gone, it's gone. The individual miniatures will be available separately, of course, in the near future. In terms of pricing, of course, I think back in the day, 10 tech thralls were about £30 or so. So that would have been 60 plus, your Triaros, and that would have been over the price of this entire box set. In today's money, I would compare the tech thralls kind of with the last rifle section of the Solar Auxilia, which for 20 sets you back almost £50. I would price the Thalax at between 45 and 50, because you are getting 6 of them. And then the Castellax, back in the day, they were £30-40 each, but probably Games Workshop will release them as a pair for, again, probably no less than 40. I would say 45. So you're looking here, if you're going to buy all of these minis individually, at probably over £200 worth of minis. So if you can get this set for about £100 with a discount, then yeah, if you plan to have 40 tech thralls and 2 of these Triaros and 12 Thalaxes and the 2 Castellax, then yeah, you're going to save yourself some money in the long run. We've also got the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Ultimate Starter Set for £130. That's going to be released next week. Some awesome looking minis in that. You've got Warcry, Briar and Bone. Got the Ossiarch Bone Reapers and some Sylvaneth minis, as well as this awesome bit of scenery, £85 for that. You've got the starter set for £67.50. You've got the introductory set. You've got some Yidrillan Riverblades for 40, and some Pyregeist for 40. Yeah, I think it's a fair bit now, £40 for sort of 10 minis. They're not Space Marines, are they? Put it that way. You've got the Idol of the Old Ones for £37, £31.50 for 4 Sicaris. Tanks for Imperialis, £31.50 for 6 Lehman Russ Executioner and Demolisher tanks, and £31.50 for the Shadow Swords and Storm Blades, and Storm Swords, I think. You've got the book for Legions Imperialis, Devastation of Talan, and then you've got some Warhammer Age of Sigmar paint sets and things, as well as Lioness of the Parch in hardback. You've got some cards for £16.50. You've got Getting Started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and then you've got Black Talon in paperback and White Dwarf number 503. for $6.99. And that's it. So the main focus today for the pre-orders is definitely that Mechanicum battle group, as well as the Legions Imperialis pre-orders and the Knights battle group, I suppose. I'm not sure when they're going to release the other Mechanicum new releases. From what they've revealed, it seems like it's just the Thanatar and the Tech Priest. So you might be without a Mechanicum HQ for a little while. Hope it's not too long though. And what I do actually hope for is that they release all of these minis sort of separately with the Thanatar when they're released. So it's like one release for the battle group and then the second kind of wave for everything individually. And I hope that they release so many more Mechanicum units in plastic, like the tanks, like the Ursula, like the Domitar. There are quite a few minis that they could definitely turn to plastic for Mechanicum, and I think it is a popular faction and gives you a bit more variety over, you know, the two factions we've got, the Solar Auxilia and the Space Marines, and I would say it's more popular than Solar Auxilia. What do you guys think of the pre-orders today in the news? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down below. Have you bagged yourself a Mechanicum battle group? Are you looking forward to its release in 2 weeks? Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.